Legacy Season 4, Episode 10, if you have not seen it. Spoilers ahead. Firstly, I'm gonna be frank with y'all at the beginning of this. I'm not exactly sold on the God storyline. It felt like when Hope first became the Tribrid, there was a much needed change and shift in the story that made it feel like it was becoming what Legacy should have been the whole time. I guess I'm just afraid that the God storyline is gonna undo that work, and that it's gonna go back to feeling somewhat corny. Not only that, but the fact that we're dealing with monsters again too, it might have me feeling some type of way, but of course I'm still gonna vibe with it. You see that Jed and his new boyfriend are getting real acquainted. Now I'm kind of worried that I'm seeing something there that's not really there, because I always get into these relationships too fast. But don't tell me there's not nothing. The way that Jed said, well, I'm your guy, don't tell me there's nothing. Stop it. Legacies. Stop it. The more Klaus references that we get, the more I'm seriously thinking we're gonna see him back. Although everything that they're telling us is the opposite, there's definitely gonna be some big Michelson family thing at the end of this season. And I can't be the only person who saw the fear in Hope's eyes when she reached for Landon's key. She really thought that was gonna trigger her humanity. She is literally everything! Heretic Lizzie has stepped into the building. I don't know what it is about her being a heretic, but it somehow made me love her character even more than I already did, like 10 times. This is no longer Lizzie Saltzman, okay? This is Lizzie Forbes. And I remember how a couple of weeks ago we were having a discussion talking about how Lizzie was going to be sire to Hope, and people were getting on me in the comments talking about how that was inaccurate to how sire bonds work. Well, look now. And excuse me, I have a couple of questions about this. Now that Lizzie is sire to Hope, does that confirm that Lizzie had feelings for Hope because of how sire bonds work? I feel like the way the Legacies writers do, they're gonna end up writing in that Lizzie was able to be sired because she loved Hope as a friend. Like I said before, I've never shipped Hizzy, but now after this episode, I low-key see the appeal. But I don't exactly ship it though. But the episodes where Lizzie and Hope work together have been some of the funniest episodes in Legacies. So it's just gonna be hilarious seeing them try to work together, although they both just feel like they want to kill each other. I mean, Lizzie doesn't really have a choice, but it's funny how both of them are squashing the beef just because they want to get their revenge on Aurora. Like, Aurora doesn't know what she has coming. I am so uninvested in the Landon storyline, and no hate to Bird Boy over here, but Alaric is making this storyline so insufferable. I'm not even blaming Ted. Like, at the end of the day, he doesn't have a connection to anybody at the Salvatore school. Why would he really have a reason to hurry up? But your daughters are out here in distress. Your school is in chaos, and you're over here fighting with Ted, wasting time like you don't really even want to leave. Now, okay, mad respect to Bird Boy over here for stepping up, but it's like you shouldn't have to do that. Alaric is the headmaster. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, at the end of all this, I want to see him become the headmaster. Because Alaric been taking his time in limbo, Emma and Durian haven't even been here. At this point, he's the only one who's really tried to help anybody. It's seriously crazy to think about the fact that all that's left at the Salvatore school is Jed, Cleo, and MG. Like, Caleb is probably coming back next week, but everybody else is really gone. Cleo, at this point, you are the leader of the Super Squad. You are the one that's in charge. You are running this school. And MG, Milton Greasley, I love you, but you were getting on my nerves this episode. Why are you over here judging Cleo's judgment? Like she wasn't the one who didn't play a hand in stopping Malivore. I completely understand that your heart is hurting over what Ethan did to you, but if you really want to be a better leader, you can't let your personal problems affect you trying to lead everybody else.